Where do you want to start? Start at the beginning. Start at zero. Start at the Fool. So what's the Fool? The Fool. He's the beginning, or she. There is no body parts in tarot, I've heard multiple people say. It's all energy. Energy is fluid. I'm wondering what that means. I should look that one up. Energy is fluid. Energy is fluid. That's interesting comment, and I don't know why that's coming to me, because I just wanted to talk about the Fool and new beginnings with the Fool. But since we're on the energy is fluid thing, you ever wonder why money's called currency? Money is an energy. It was made to exchange for something that you're getting that has value for you. So, energies. What if you could take all energies and quiet them and start at zero? I asked what my not first video, but video that people might see first should be. And I've heard clear as day in my head, start with zero. Start at the beginning. Is zero the beginning or the end? They say in the Bible, it says at the very beginning, it was dark. Does that mean it was the beginning? Or does that mean that it was another beginning? Ooh. In the beginning, it was dark. And so we have the Fool. This guy, or girl, however you want to look at it, getting ready to walk off a cliff. Getting ready to walk off a cliff. Dog following happily in tow. Getting ready to jump off the cliff too. So much about jumping off that cliff, walking off that cliff, just taking that first step. I don't want to take that first step. I don't understand it. I just heard, yeah. But whoever you subscribe to, your ancestors, your angels, the divine, said, take that chance. And you can feel it. You can feel when you need to start back from zero. Now, not to get into too much other major arcana, because we're talking about the Fool. Zero, blank page, the beginning of something. Not the beginning of the beginning, just the beginning of something. Whether you had a tower moment or something that happened. Sorry if you hear noises. Baseball pants. That's all I have to say. Anyway, they have to dry. So, the Fool. So there he is in color. So you can see that puppy is just like, you know what, I'm going to. The sun is behind. The sun is one of the places you should strive for. I mean, it's everything. It's the whole thing. Actually, in the sun, the baby I've heard before in the sun is either the Emperor or the Fool, which we'll talk about that later, but we're sticking to the Fool. She's got a rose and a little tiny bag packed. Decent boots on, looks like. Kind of knows where they're going to go, but not enough, not everything. Doesn't know everything because the bag is light, right? Wanting to walk off that cliff with a feather in his cap, her cap. And just ready for the new beginning. So what is it? What is the Fool? It is fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, new paths. New adventures, new beginnings. Why would somebody want to start anew? Well, they're uncomfortable with the way it is. No matter what I seem to do, I have this nagging feeling. Or you could have had the whole tower moment where everything comes crashing down and you have to rebuild. You have to be the Fool. You have to start at zero. But it's wonderful. It's innocent. It's freedom. It's originality. Because you don't know what's happening. You don't believe it could happen. You kind of believe it could happen. The feather in the cap. You kind of believe it could happen. I got one feather. I'm getting ready to walk off a cliff and I'm gonna be able to fly. You know, if anybody told you that, you would think they were a lunatic and you would walk away. But this is it. It's time to embark on a brand new beginning. That's what the Fool is. It's zero. In this game of life, it's just zero. It's just restarting. Here's a depiction in the Everyday Witch Tarot. There she goes. Hey, but she's got her... At least she's got her broomstick, right? Yeah, well, if somebody handed you a broomstick and said jump off a cliff. Unless you're a really good witch. I don't know. And she's got even more, like, there's a couple things there. There's a ship down there. I'm gonna jump at the same time the ship is coming under me. At least, you know, maybe somebody it'll break my fall, maybe. And then the birds in the sky. She's got her boots on too. So the Fool. So the beginning. So where do you start? That's where you start. This one, this depiction, falling backwards. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to fall. And it shows the trusting. It's just absolutely trusting. Holding a crystal in one hand and a wand in the other. Very interesting. There's some kind of bullseye. Is that a bullseye or is that chakras? I'm not sure. But if you want to start and a restart because you feel like you need a restart, starting at zero is great. Some people say that like where the Fool is placed in your tarot readings, it could mean somebody acting foolish. But isn't there a certain amount of foolishness or delusion that we need just to restart again? I mean, someone might be sitting around going, "Oh, I'm comfortable. The TV's on. I got food in the refrigerator. Not necessarily what I want to eat today. I can't necessarily afford to have Grubhub drop me off exactly what I want. I'm in a relationship. The relationship's good. You know, he or she only treats me like crap 60% of the time, but that other 40% of the time, you know, not very supportive, but you know, I made a promise to them. My job is good. I mean, it pays me the average of what I'm supposed to be paid. Why am I so over thinking this and want more out of life when I should just be happy with what I have. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But if you have that nagging feeling, maybe something's not wrong with you. But you have to be in some kind of level of delusion, at least to the outside looking in. Most other folks would just know. Anybody who cares for you would know that you've been in hermit mode, which is another tarot card. The Hermit, he goes in, Major Arcana, for clarity before the quest. But for some reason, the Hermit is number 9. I want to go into clarity before the quest. Is 10s or 10s? 10s are good. Talking a little bit of numerology, there's a lot to study here. There's a lot to understand. I had one friend say, "Really? Do you believe when you ask somebody, what's your sign? Do you really believe there's only 12 type of people out there?" No, absolutely, positively not. Each one of us has just simply the sun, moon, Venus, and rising signs of what we go to. There's trauma that changes who we are, how we are. There's the houses, the different houses of energies that have different tarot, different zodiac signs. There's the planets. Poof. There are the planets. Full moon in Scorpio, by the way, is the 12th, I think. Understanding the planets would really help when you're taking that full and you're going to walk off that cliff with faith, because it helps just because you're just like, okay, so I have to stop some certain behaviors and incorporate new improved behaviors, because it's all about that, right? It's about stopping what's not working and starting what will work in little bits. And there's some planet alignments that if you listen to the tarot ship with Jimmy, under your sign or just understanding his astrology, you'll find out that there's different times of the months where it's easier to do those things. And if you don't believe that something is controlling everyone, you can believe what you want. You can believe what you want. I'm not here to tell anybody who or what. I'm just saying that I, in my own journey, thought all of this was just wonderfully amazing. So you have the chakras, you have learned behaviors, you have false beliefs, we have frequencies. It's all energy, folks. It's all energy. So what else, Spirit? What else can you tell me about the Fool? And the new path. I just heard a new path. So if you're embarking on a new path, congratulations. It's always the most fun, right? Is when you're the night before you're getting ready to embark on a new path. Most exciting. And you wake up in the morning and then you're just like, I don't want to I don't want to get up and put my shoes on and go for a walk. Okay, well, don't. But the full energy and starting at zero is a wonderful place. Maybe just go outside and get 5 minutes of sunshine without shoes on and do some grounding. So grounding is when you're connecting with the earth, which is connected with the planets, which is connected with the astrology, which is connected with the zodiac, which is connected. It's all energy. But if you're here and you're unhappy and you want to embark on a new journey, 0. Start at the Fool.